The first thing that you're going to do to start installing this is you're going to latch this piece down here in the front. So this is just going to be dangling. That's all fine. You're going to put it up, and then this is the piece that's going to hold it down. So what you're going to do is you're going to twist this a little bit so that because it's overhanging, you want it over on top. Right here, get it a little bit tighter, and then you're going to push down, and you're going to really, really push down all the way right there, and it's nice and snug, so this is not going anywhere now. Next, you're going to grab your toolkit. Out of there, you are going to grab the Allen wrench that fits into these top pieces right here. So we're going to be putting the handlebar on, but first to do that, you have to get this top plate off. So all you're going to do, there are 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to take all of these out, and we're going to put the handlebar in. You got the 4 screws out. The plate now comes off, and then you're going to grab the handlebars. And what you're going to do is you want to make sure that when you put the handlebars on, that these wires and cords right here are not going to be in the way of these holes because we're going to be screwing something in there, as well as you want to make sure that the throttle is on the right side, which will make sure that all the cords are lined up properly. And then you grab your plate, put it back on, grab your screws, and you're going to put the 4 screws back in on top of the plate at whatever angle works best for you. So you can angle this a little bit up and down, but you're going to find whatever position works best, which is about right there. You're going to screw them all down, and that will be this step. Now that you have your 4 screws in, you do, when you want to really tighten it down, you don't want to just do them kind of like this. You want to always do things that are like this in a star shape, okay? So you're going to tighten like that. Make sure that they're all the way tight so your handlebar is not going to go anywhere. Now that you have this on, you're looking at the screen right here, which is going to be giving you all the info while you're writing. You're going to grab it, and then these 2 pieces are going to be going right in these holes, and then out of the parts, little toolbox that it comes with, you grab these, and we're going to tighten them on the backside. So come over here. You're going to want to make sure that they go right in these holes, that this cord is not being pinched, and then you're going to grab your nuts, and you are going to put them on, and then with the wrench that it comes with in the tool set as well, you're going to make these nice and tight and make sure that it's not going anywhere. You got your wrench. Going to tighten this all the way down so it's not going to go anywhere. Same as the other side. And that's done. You have both your mirrors, and what you're going to do, we'll just set one down for now. But right up here, you do see that there's a thread for where this is going to be going into. You set it in. You're going to twist this around. You're going to be doing a little bit of twisting until it's all the way in. And then you can see this piece right here. So what you do is let's twist. All the way for the most part. A little bit might be coming out of the bottom. And then once you're right about there, you then grab this piece. And same thing, you're going to tighten this down with a wrench. And then once that's nice and tight in the area that you want, grabbing the wrench right here. Get this really nice and tight, because when you're writing, you don't want any vibrations happening. Sorry guys, I had the wrong size. It was the other one. And then get this in the position you want, tighten it down. And then this right here will go over the top to make it look nice. So both sides right here on the front, you got your reflectors that you can screw in very easily, just into this little hole. So all you do is you just screw those bad boys in. Very simple right there. Also up front, you're gonna have this little cord right here, and that's gonna be going to your blinkers that you have on this side, on the other side, and then we're also gonna be doing 2 on the back. So to do that, you're gonna then thread this through on the back, kind of right here. So you can see that fits in. And then this cord obviously will be plugging right into there. But then you want to take this on the back side of it, screw it in to be able to make sure that it's nice and tight, and then you're done. That's what it looks like when it's done, making sure that as well, both cords are connected here on the back for the blinkers on the front. Next, you're going to be putting the seat on, and before you actually just start bolting it down, you got to make sure that this right here goes into this piece. You want to be very careful when you're putting it in, and then also you're going to screw it on to be able to make sure that it stays on. It does have threaded for that. And then the bolts that you're going to be using are these ones. Now, I'm wanting to show you those because there are 4 other ones that look similar that are shorter, but you want to be using the long ones that go into here, because then the 4 other ones are going to be going up into the seat with that right there, okay? So you're going to be putting this on, attach it, put the bolts in, and then we'll move on to the next step. Now for the seat, you have the 4 holes, and you're going to be using these 4 screws. Going to go right into there, go right up, make sure that they're nice and tight. You can go again in that star formation, but you got these nice and tight, and then these, we're going to move on to the blinkers then. So how that looks on the bottom are these 4 right here that we just put in. Now we're going to move on to the blinkers right here. One thing to note on the blinkers is there are going to be 2 cords. You got a black one and a red one, and same thing as the front, there's a black one and a red one. The red was on the right, black was on the left. And then you want to do the same thing back here so that when you're doing the signaling, they're going to be doing it at the same, same side. So I got to make sure that this cord goes through. Come on, here we go. There we go. And then that goes through, and then you're going to be grabbing the nut. Same thing, but instead of facing these forward, you're going to face them back so that the people behind you can see. And then you do that to both sides and you're all done. This is what it looks like here on the back when you're all done with the blinkers. And then lastly, for the charger, it's just right up here on the front right. You want to make sure that you line these up, and then all you do is you're going to put it in and make sure to get a full charge before you ride this your first time. And also note that your keys will be right here. So all you're going to do is you're just going to want to cut those right off and make sure that you're obviously not cutting the wires, but pretty simple. Just cut that off, pull them off. Here are your keys. And that's what it looks like totally assembled. So good job of doing that. Now get out and have some fun.